What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Crypto Sherpa channel, and happy Friday! We made it. We made it through another work week. Yeah, there were some crazy things going on in the space. We were like hoping for a boom, but we had a little dip. But we just really noticed short-term sellers in the space, like just really getting out, getting scared. But long-term holders of Bitcoin are definitely stockpiling and adding more Bitcoin to their records. But yeah, let's go over the news today. Like the title says, wait, what did I title this video again? Bitcoin Bonanza, Rhode Island residents could spend $10,000 a month tax-free. So yeah, Bitcoin could be tax-free to an extent, but this is only for Rhode Island. This is like the start of like what we could see with future no taxation on crypto. So like as of right now, this article we're going to cover is going to go over like residents and businesses of Rhode Island could, if the bill gets pushed forward, they could spend up to like $1,000 per transaction 10 times in a month, and that would be tax-free on capital gains for Bitcoin. So not bad right there. So we got that news article. PayPal adds a couple new coins. A pedophile platform was taken down that uses crypto. Yes, so way to go. Save the children. And then we got some Ripple news with XRP futures on Coinbase. We have Paul Atkins getting like pushed forward or more approval for him taking over the SEC chair. Then we got a couple Theta and Divi news for you, because for those of you like Divi, they always want updates, what's going on, what's happening, and I got a blog for you. So let's go through the news and learn a little bit more. So first up is the Rhode Island bill would allow state residents to spend $10,000 monthly in Bitcoin tax-free. Now, this is a bill introduced to Rhode Island Senate and would enable the state's residents to spend or sell just under $1,000 in Bitcoin 10 times per month without incurring state capital gains tax. So very nice. Let's go. But the bill is titled S0451. Now, which was introduced to Rhode Island Senate last month and permits the state's residents and businesses to make up to 10 payments in Bitcoin value at less than $1,000 per month, or sell the equivalent amount without being subject to state capital gain taxes. And taxes are what like the biggest expense and liability we have on all our balance sheets out there. When you're looking at your assets, liabilities, taxes is what Americans really pay the most on. So it's always good to know like little ways where you can alleviate those like taxation fees and whatnot, just to give you some more money in your wallets. But the bill is an amendment to an existing state law income tax, and the exact language in the proposed legislation is as follows. Any sale of Bitcoin by an individual or business in Rhode Island shall be exempt from state taxation if the total value of sales is less than $1,000 per diem. Now, the limit of the state tax exempt on Bitcoin transactions shall not exceed 10 sales per a 30-day cycle. And the bill defines a sale of Bitcoin as any transaction in which Bitcoin is sold or exchanged for another form of value, such as fiat currency or physical or digital assets. Now, the bill also clarifies that this exemption only applies at the state level and that it doesn't affect federal tax obligations. Now, under the bill, individuals and businesses who engage with these types of tax-exempt Bitcoin transactions are responsible for keeping records of these transactions, including the total value of sales per day, and should be prepared to provide these records to Rhode Island's Department of Revenue for audit or compliance purposes. Now, in a slide deck prepared by the Rhode Island Blockchain Council that was shared with the Bitcoin magazine, Chris Perrotta, chairman of the council, wrote that the passing of Bill S0451 would help to reduce friction for digital asset payments. He stated that the current tax implications of spending Bitcoin hamper its utility for Rhode Island citizens and stifle economic activity. Now, Perrotta also noted that the passing of the bill would stimulate blockchain-based economic activity in the state, making Rhode Island one of the states at a forefront of this technology. Now, what is more, he also proposed that the small businesses accept Bitcoin for products and services as a means to stimulate economic growth. Thus far, no other U.S. states have introduced a comparable bill right now. So again, Rhode Island is the first ones that introduced this, where there's a bunch of other bills out there right now trying to get pushed through for states and institutions to acquire Bitcoin on their treasury balance sheets. But this is the first one like actually enabling a tax-free like purchase on cryptocurrency. So we'll follow this news, see what comes out of it, and then we'll also see if any other states follow through, have a similar bill, like see what they have. Are they just do they want to make all Bitcoin and crypto transactions tax-free? That would be pretty cool. Or are they going to put some regulations like Rhode Island is doing with $10,000 limit in a 30-day cycle? So yeah, so we're going to keep up to date on that. But that's our first news article with Bitcoin. So that's kind of bullish news right there. So stock up on that Bitcoin, maybe. Now let's move on to our next article on how PayPal is now adding support on Solana and Chainlink. Now, is it time to invest in related altcoins like Solaxi? No, let's find out. So here we go. So wake up, PayPal just added support for 2 new cryptocurrencies in the US, and it could be huge for altcoins. Unless you consider reading PayPal's Help Center a hobby, you probably missed the addition of Solana and Chainlink to its list of supported cryptocurrencies in the US and its territories. Now, the addition of these 2 coins expands the digital payment platform's crypto lineup, which includes its own PayPal USD stablecoin, which is PYUSD. They got Bitcoin on their platform, they got Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. So now they're adding Solana and Link, but you can't send them off to an external wallet yet. So this is kind of how PayPal rolled out like their crypto purchases back in the day when they first started, and even like Robinhood, the stock exchange, like a lot of them made you just deal with the platform itself. You can buy and sell on here, but that's all you knew. Transact with other PayPal members, transact with other Robinhood members, or whatever the platform was. And you weren't allowed to transfer it off to your own wallet, take self-custody of it. But over time, it changes policies. But so right now, with Sol and Link, it can only just be purchased and left on your PayPal account. But in the probably near future, you'll be able to move that off into your own self-custody wallet. But Solana remains the second largest chain, but Solaxi can make it even better. What is Solaxi? Haven't even heard about that. Now, when it comes to size, nothing currently touches Ethereum, but Solana is gradually making headway. In a report by Messari, the chain's GDP jumped from 268 million in Q3 2024 to 840 million the following quarter, translating to a whopping 212.8% growth. It has also become the second biggest chain by DeFi total value locked, representing the total amount of assets currently deposited in a DeFi protocol with $8.6 billion in Q4. Now, while Solana is one of the world's largest blockchains, or one of the world's biggest blockchains, it's not perfect. Customers often complain about delayed transactions and service disruptions, which negatively impact user experience. But the project wants to change that. Enter Solaxi, with the ticker SOLX. This is a Solana Layer 2 blockchain that aims to address Solana's common pain points like network congestion, failed transactions, and scalability limitations. Now, powering the project is its native token, SolX. It's a multi-chain token that will also become available on Solana and Ethereum, just like PYUSD did. Now, this brings together the best of the 2 blockchains, Ethereum's DeFi and asset tokenization ecosystem, and Solana's speed and low fees. The project is currently pre-selling its SolX token. It's the first of its Phase 4 roadmap, which will eventually see the token being listed on DEX and centralized exchanges. Now, the full deployment of the Solaxi Layer 2 network and further expansion of its ecosystem. Now, SolX is still very affordable. It's only about less than fraction of a penny? Yeah, less than a fraction of a penny. It's 0.001682 cents each right now, or the time of this article. But another price increase will happen in a few hours, so it's always best to buy sooner than later after analysis expects SolX to grow exponentially in the next 5 years. And that's usually how pre-sale tokens work. Like, they roll them out in phases, it slowly goes up. I just put $30 in this like Cubetics project like a couple months ago. It was like under a penny, and then they kept having more and more phases. Now the token valuation is at 11 cents. So should have probably put more in there, but I saw it in the news article. I was like, let's give it a try. I never really dipped into ICOs or pre-sale tokens out there because you don't get the token right away. You send them the money and you're in hopes going to get that coin once it gets released. And who knows about their token release plan? Like, you probably bought $100 worth of it and you're only getting like 10% of it right now as the distribution of that token gets rolled out. So also take an account into that. So be careful with pre-sale tokens. It's like it's a great project. You want to get in early, but again, you don't know if it's going to come to fruition. Is it going to be a good project? Are they actually going to succeed? So just stuff to consider when it comes to pre-sale tokens, but that's what this SolX token is. So when you look at the project's tokenomics, you'll immediately notice that it is set aside the biggest chunk of its token supply for development, which is 30%. And this signals the team is serious about making a solid product that can help greatly improve Solana. Now, here's the tokenomics of it. 20% goes to the treasury, 15% goes to marketing, 25% goes to rewards, 10% listing, 30% development. And now their total will be 138 million, 100,000 million billion, 138 billion tokens. And yeah, so that's the Solaxi's token. Again, it's on Sol's network. But the PayPal announcement bodes well for Solana and Solaxi. Aside from giving users more crypto options on PayPal, adding Solana also helps increase the blockchain's value and its native token. As such, related projects like Solaxi benefit too, especially since this one adds much needed improvements to Solana. But it also always do your own research before you invest in volatile cryptos like meme coins. And this Paria, similar to meme coins, Solana is known for their meme coins, but this is a layer 2. It has a purpose. But again, like the article and how we always say here at the Bitcoin Ben Crypto Club, do your own research. Like, we'll help aid you and help you out with it, but still do like a deeper dive. Like, we can just help cover the surface and whatnot, but you want to always know what you're getting into before you invest, because otherwise you're just gambling out there, and you want to be an investor, not a gambler. So yeah, so that's our Solana Solaxi news. So kind of Chainlink news too, because yeah, Sol and Chainlink are being added to PayPal. Very nice. Now, all right, let's move on to this pedophile platform that was taken down. They accepted crypto token payments. So yes, we took down one of these websites, and yeah, this is good. This is really, really good. I heard this last night on X22. Was it X22? I think it was. So yeah, a great report, and I thought I'd share it with you guys too. So pedophile platform that accepted crypto tokens, or that accepted crypto, has been taken down in the global operation. Now, Europol has shut down a website, one of the largest in the world, that allowed users to pay crypto to access child sexual assault material. So nasty. So one of the largest pedophile platforms in the world has been shut down after an international investigation, with crypto widely used as a payment method for images of this. Now, Kidflix was that website that resembled a streaming service like Netflix, according to Europol. It had 1.8 million users worldwide and had logged onto the site between April 2022 and March of this year. Now, detectives have identified 1,275 people who either purchased this material using digital assets or earned credits by uploading their own material. Ugh. And so far, 79 of those suspects have been arrested, and more than 3,000 electronic devices have been seized, with 39 children also protected from further abuse. So Europol says that this was the largest child sexual exploitation operation in its history, and Kidflix was more sophisticated than other pedophile platforms taken down in the past. Now, more than 91,000 unique videos with a total running time of 6,288 hours have been uploaded to the site, with an average 3.5 new clips uploaded every hour. Now, the law enforcement had previously unaware about most of this footage, but each video was also available in low, medium, or high quality, with the pedophiles paying a premium for the larger files. Now, more than 35 countries from around the world were involved in this operation to shut down this dark web website, which is led by investigators from the German state Bavaria. And again, yeah, this was on the dark web. For those of you who still learning about the internet out there, for what we see on the internet, picture it as an iceberg. We're just seeing the tip on there, but we know with icebergs, there is a huge body beneath it. So yeah, the top, like we see on Google, those quick search engines, that's really only 2 or 3% of the internet. There's still 97% out there, what we don't know or can't see. So beneath that top layer, we have the deep web. We're gonna find some truth out there and some good information, but then beneath the deep web, that lowest layer is the dark web, where these bad actors put up these sites, they do other bad stuff on there. But yeah, so it's good that they're able to maybe start cleaning up that dark website or that dark web area. So yeah, so this is definitely a win. But Europa's executive director, Catherine de Boll, warned that there are real victims behind these crimes, adding that the digital dimension has driven a rapid evolution in online child sexual exploitation, offering offenders a borderless platform to contact and groom these victims, as well as to create, store, and exchange the abusive material. Now, some attempt to frame this are merely a technical or cyber issue, but it is not. In a statement, the UK National Crime Agency confirmed that 63 British users of Kidflix have been identified so far, and those 30 have been arrested. Good. Now, providing this global to local response is paramount in our role to protect children from child sexual abuse and criminals who seek out this content. The NCA senior manager, Neil Keeping, said that the traceability of digital assets help detectives bring criminals to justice, as crypto transfers can be monitored through blockchain analytics. And again, that's why we always said criminals really wouldn't prefer to use this, because of that exactly. Everything can be monitored on the blockchain. So yeah, so this was kind of them just shooting themselves in the foot for using cryptocurrencies for that aspect of it. But no, Like, if a criminal uses this, they will be found. Like, let's just be real about it. So when people say like that's all crypto is used for, that's not all it's used for. Some bad actors do use it for that, but most likely they will be stopped and caught. And luckily, these guys have arrested at least 79, 30 people, maybe 60. I forgot where it was. But yes, let's keep taking these guys down. Let's protect our children, and let's make Bitcoin a global reserve. So that was that article that I just felt like I had to share with you because it is great news that I was taken down. Now let's move on to some more crypto news revolving around Ripple and XRP. Could this boost XRP's price? But Coinbase Institutional is close to offering XRP futures. The exchange submitted a filing to the CFTC to list XRP futures. So yeah, like if you don't know what futures are, it's just a way for people to basically bet on the future of a price of a token. So, and they will pay for that. So if it goes down or it doesn't reach it, they usually lose. If it does meet that, they're make a lot more than just holding the token itself. So that is what futures do. I don't dabble in futures, too risky. I just buy and hodl. Let's go through this article and learn a little bit more about this filing. So US crypto giant Coinbase Institutional said on Friday it had submitted a filing to the Commodity Futures Trading Commission to roll out futures contracts tied to Ripple's closely related XRP token. Now we're excited to announce that Coinbase derivatives have filed with the CFTC to self-certify XRP futures, bringing a regulated capital efficient way to gain exposure to one of the most liquid digital assets. It said in an X post that we anticipate the contract going live on April 21st, 2025. So that's only like 17 days away if it does get through. So we are excited to announce that Coinbase Derivatives has filed the CFTC to self-certify XRP futures, bringing a regulated capital efficiency or efficient way to gain the exposure to one of the most liquid assets. Did I just read that? I think I did. But according to the filing, the XRP futures will operate as a monthly cash-settled margin contract, trading under the ticker XRL. Each contract mirrors XRP's price settled in USD and represents 10,000 XRP, roughly $20,000 at the current $2 per token valuation. So traders will have flexibility with the contract's availability for the current month, plus the following two, though a safeguard halts trading if XRP's spot price swings over 10% within an hour. And when launched, the product will be the second after Chicago-based Bitnomo's CFTC-regulated XRP future that went live in March. XRP's price now is currently down 2% in the last 24 hours, but that's in line with the broader market drop. So everything dipped like yesterday. Was it yesterday or is it Tuesday? I think it was, no, it's 2 days ago. Yeah, after the tariffs announcement, yeah, everything dipped. And we're still kind of there. Bitcoin's still holding its price, like at the 82,000. So it's just holding sideways, but it's kind of showing that Bitcoin is like decoupling from like the stock market too, because that stock market had tanked where you saw PayPal, Tesla, like all the stocks, like they had like their 9%, 5%. Bitcoin guys is still holding where it's at. But the altcoins, XRP, including all of them, they did have like that 9 or 20% dip right there. But hey, at least we're seeing Bitcoin do it. But yeah, so that's kind of the XRP news out there. Kind of a little bullish. You have more transactions out there. XRP will be used. So yeah, so we'll see if this does get pushed through, which probably will, and then will be the second one that happens. So that's our XRP news with Coinbase. Now let's talk about the the US SEC nominee Atkins to get confirmation nod from the Senate Banking Committee. So Paul Atkins is getting the nod to keep going to run for the SEC position. So the panel voted to advance the confirmations of Paul Atkins to run for the SEC and Jonathan Good to lead the OCC, both of which would have big says in crypto. So we got good things to come. So the U.S. Senate Banking Committee has voted to advance the confirmations of President Donald Trump's picks to run the Securities and Exchange Commission and the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency, both key positions for the future U.S. regulation of the crypto sector. Now, the nomination of Paul Atkins to permanently take over the SEC from former Chair Gary Gensler and of Jonathan Good, the banking regulator, OCC, now moved to consideration by the overall Senate. Now, approvals there will allow Atkins and Good to start work at the regulatory agencies. And Atkins and Good both advanced under the party line votes in the committee on Thursday, each going 13-11. Now, committee chairman Tim Scott, a South Carolina Republican, praised the nominee before the vote. Now, Paul Atkins, the former SEC commissioner, will promote capital formation and provide much needed clarity for digital assets, Scott said. And of good, he has said that the nominee, once chief counsel at the OCC, will put an end to the political motivated debanking, a major point of complaint for the crypto industry. Now, Senator Elizabeth Warren, the committee's ranking Democrat, issued some last-minute criticisms of the nominee before rejecting all of them. Of course, what does Miss Warren have to say? She said, Mr. Atkins was dead wrong in the lead-up to the worst financial crisis in this generation. She said that Atkins' previous tenure at the SEC in the period before the 2008 global financial crisis, and she added of Good's previous time at the OCC that he weakened the rules and helped undermine the banking system's safety and soundness. I guess someone's got to be saying something. But the recent confirmation hearing for the nominees didn't address crypto issues in significant depth, though both would be heavily involved in the future of regulation of the industry. So yeah, it's a good thing. If these guys do get in, like, again, crypto regulations being changed is good. It's what's needed. I know people also complain like that left, I don't want to say the left side, but the anti-crypto people say are going at them going, I thought you didn't want the government. I thought Bitcoin was supposed to be just get away from the system and whatnot. Yeah, you can still do it away from the system if you want to. We have the ability to because of it. But for the centralized system, regular people, they still need some regulations and rules to comply and just make this expand. So we're going to have, again, both systems in place, a decentralized side. Because again, even if they use Bitcoin and say some cryptocurrencies, they still can't control it. They can't make more of it if they wanted to, but they can use it. That's totally fine. But they do need to have some rules in place so they can still play the game. But yeah, so we'll continue on to keep you updated on these nominees, these also these rules and bills going on in the States and around the world, just to let you guys know like what's happening. Price is just irrelevant right now. It's like, look to the future. We know Bitcoin's gonna go to the moon because that's just what's gonna happen. It's in its code. It's gonna do it. So it's just gonna take some time to get there. But with these like changes happening and then rules coming in, it's just gonna do wonders for price and just how way people see cryptocurrencies and blockchain. So yeah, so that's the new SEC nominee news. Now let's go over some Theta or Divi news. What do I have next for you? This is Theta news. So yeah, Theta Network has a new partnership, and I always like covering them because Theta is one of the tokens I like to hold on to. I also hold on to Divi, but there hasn't been much news with them lately, but we finally got an article. But let's cover this one on how the San Jose Earthquakes is to launch an AI chatbot powered by Theta's Edge Cloud. So Theta Edge Cloud is really killing it with making partnerships because it's actually a real utility. Sure, streaming capabilities was awesome with Theta and everything, but having an AI agent with you, oh, that is a wonder. So let's hear about this new partnership they got. So the Earthquake Communications from San Jose, California. The San Jose Earthquakes and Theta Labs, the leading provider of decentralized cloud infrastructure for AI media and entertainment, announced the launch of QuakeBot, the club's first official AI-powered chatbot. The chatbot is powered by Theta's Edge Cloud, and it will enhance digital fan experience and provide real-time information on the Earthquake's official website. Now, the AI-powered chatbot will also be the first of its kind in a Major League Soccer. Now, the platform will utilize a custom AI agent specifically trained on earthquakes and MLS soccer data to answer fan inquiries about upcoming matches, tickets, lineups, stats, venue information, and as well as team news. Now, this marks Theta Labs' first partnership with an MLS team and will be available on the team's website starting with the current 2025 MLS season. So yeah, they're dipping into soccer now because they've been making partnerships with the NHL. We had the Vegas Knights, and then they just had another one just pretty recently. So they are really diving deep in the sports sector. And yeah, that was all about Theta and everything, disrupting the entertainment sector of the world. And they are literally just dominating it right now, as far as I know. Now, we're thrilled to announce that this partnership with Theta Labs, said Ian Anderson, and Chief Strategy Officer of the San Jose Earthquakes, with Earthquakes based in the heart of Silicon Valley, linking up with an industry leader in AI infrastructure to provide a groundbreaking, first-of-its-kind chatbot to our fans. To augment their fan experience is only the beginning. As a native Bay Area company partnering with our hometown MLS team, it creates a special opportunity to showcase how AI can transform sports fan experiences, said Mitch Liu, the founder and CEO of Theta Labs. Now, like Theta Labs, the San Jose earthquakes have a deep roots in Silicon Valley's innovation ecosystem, making this collaboration a perfect match to demonstrate how our decentralized edge cloud platform can power next-generation fan engagement tools. We're excited to help connect thousands of Quakes with the team they love through agentic AI technology that was developed right here in the same community. Now, fans can interact with the chatbot by asking questions like, what's the starting lineup for tonight's match? Or how do I get to PayPal Park? And they receive comprehensive answers using up-to-date information from LS API. So it's giving you up-to-date answers right away. It's not pulling from an old history of data. It's giving you the most current current data. And yeah, sorry. Now, the collaboration aims to create a more connected experience for earthquake supporters by offering a simple, user-friendly interface to access information. Now, new fan experience features the official AI chatbot and will offer several key features to enhance the fan experience. Now, we have match day assistance with live updates, lineups, stats, parking, and venue information. There's also team and player insights, where you can look up player statistics, injury updates, historical data, and performance. Now, that one would be pretty cool right there. Like, say a game's going on, and it's like you missed out really fast. Like, you popped in halfway through the game, you don't know who got injured or whatnot. All you gotta do is use their chat ball. It's like, hey, did any players get injured during the first half of this match? I'm trying to get caught up. And it will give you that answer right away because it's pulling up information from current data that they got right there. So that's pretty cool. This also involves fan engagement right now with interactive trivia, polls, fantasy soccer insights, and even a social interaction. It also involves merchandise and exclusive content. Shop for team gear, access discounts, and view behind-the-scenes content. So there's a lot you can do with Data's Edge Cloud. Now, powered by the retrieval augmented generation technology, the chatbot draws from comprehensive databases of MLS statistics, and the earthquake-specific information and soccer knowledge provide accurate and tailored responses. Now, new features planned for futures releases include extending agentic AI technology to ticketing, customer service, on-site hyperlocal AI, fantasy soccer, predictive analytics, and more. Now, the system runs on Theta's Edge Cloud blockchain network of over 30,000 distributed edge nodes and cloud GPUs, delivering more than 80 petaflops of computational power. Now, this decentralized infrastructure ensures scalability while also reducing operational costs. Now, this partnership represents a natural alignment between Silicon Valley's MLS team and the leading Bay Area technology company that have also partnered with NHL teams Las Vegas Knights and the New Jersey Devils. Yeah, so that was the other hockey team, as well as the leading esports team FlyQuest and Evil Geniuses. So yeah, so again, Theta's killing it with partnership in the sports sector. They're partnering with universities out there. They're basically dominating the South Korean schools out there. They have like 10 or 12 institutions under them, like learning AI and using the Edge Cloud to help train and teach their students about it. So that's pretty cool. So way to go, Theta Network, on that partnership. I love hearing this news. I just wish the price would be affected by it too. But yeah, so that's our Theta news. Now let's move on to Divi. What is going on with Divi project? Right now, you can still just hold on to it right now. There's not too many places you can buy it. I think the only exchange that was available was ZegX. They're finally recovering accounts. They had a little problem there. I'm just personally waiting for it to hit change now again. The anonymous swapping exchange out there, it's easy. I'll just trade it for Bitcoin or whatnot, or vice versa. If I want to get more to it, I'll just trade for it. It's easy instead of having to go to an exchange. But until then, there hasn't really been any news. But now we have some more information on their marketing campaign as well as the new website progress. So yes, so this article came out last month. I missed it. I'm sorry, but let's learn a little bit about it. So the next evolution in blockchain. That's a nice looking website front page. But dear Divi community, we're excited to share an update on our marketing proposals and website progress as a complement to our latest Divi update video. Below, you'll find a breakdown of our discussions with marketing agencies to offer we've received and previews of our evolving online presence. So yeah, if you want to get more up to date, just go to Divi Project on YouTube and watch all of their weekly updates they do. And yeah, they always eventually, sure, it's like a crypto topic for an hour. They talk about what's going on, what's happening, but then usually towards the end, they start actually talking about what's going on with Divi, updates to side chains, their website, and they're even time steps, and you just always go straight to them. So if you want to stay up to date on the Divi news, follow them on YouTube. Now, marketing proposals, let's go over that update with them. Over the past couple of weeks, we've engaged with 2 marketing agencies to explore strategies that can effectively carry our new messages to the masses. Thanks to the incredible support from our community, we secured a $15,000 budget with the option to extend it to $30,000 for a 2-month campaign. Now, our primary goal was to gather insights into what's possible within these budgets and assess if securing additional funding would be critical to achieve the best results. Now, initially, one agency proposed a PR-only strategy, while others focused on a growth-centered approach. To ensure a fair comparison, we asked for the first agency to provide a growth-focused proposal as well, and they responded promptly, and we now have 2 detailed offers to consider. So the proposal insights, one agency provided a highly detailed strategy and concrete KOL, key opinion leader example, while the other was more general in its approach. We believe that agency number 2 offers a more refined solution tailored to our needs due to the structured approach and clearer execution plan. And you can see the summary for both proposals in this table. So marketing proposal, here are the detailed PR packages and breakdown and examples of the KOL suggested by each agency. So you got the marketing activity, myth 1, myth 1 plus 2, and Now the PR packages include here as well. And yeah, so a key opinion leader of the KO examples. At this stage, we are evaluating the best components from both proposals to create an optimal strategy while agency number 2 offers better KOLs and detailed executions that they plan that involves a subscription model. Now, based on our fundings, securing additional fundings for either larger PR packages or more KOL partnerships would significantly enhance our reach and impact. So that's the marketing news for you. Now let's look at the website progress, the next evolution in Bitcoin's blockchain. So alongside our marketing efforts, we have made significant progress on the website's redesign. The homepage is almost complete, and we're excited to share a fixed demo with you that you can view here. So let me click on that so we can get a nice little view on it. So here we go, and boom. So the next evolution in blockchain. So here it looks kind of smooth compared to the original one, but let's see what's anything new. Endless opportunities, earn massive, connect, earn rewards and fees in the Divi ecosystem, multiply revenue. So just a little history of Divi right there. Divi sidechains and everything. So I started talking about sidechains now, and they always say click on get Divi out there, then more about Divi, and then contact. So it looks simple, sweet, easy to use. I like it. So it's coming along smoothly. But like with this, their support and engagement continue to thrive, and force behind Divi's growth right now is to stay update. So so that's a pretty cool website. And if you want to stay more up to date, again, follow them on Discord, Telegram, Twitter, and also follow them on YouTube for the latest updates. But no, so that website's looking pretty sweet right now. I can't wait till I see it rolled out. But again, that was a part of Divi's plan. They want a new website. They're going to be creating a new mobile wallet. It's going to have a new logo out there. Sidechains are coming. I wish there was more news or information on sidechains in that website, but I'm sure that will be rolled out. This was just a tester website just to get a view on the new layout of it. So pretty nice. But that is the Divi news for you, for those that just want to be up to date and what's happening. Now, last news article I have for you involves a meme coin called Dilbits, and like there's kind of crypto mining machines on the very popular game out there, Fortnite. Now, it's not a real mining machine, but they actually put that little Easter egg in the game on the map, and I guess if you destroy them, you earn this coin called Dilbits, which is a coin you earn in the game, and then you can spend them on in-game items. But then somebody I thought also created a meme coin on the Solana's network of this coin, but no affiliation with it. But let's learn a little bit more about this, and I thought it was a good ender article. So players have discovered another secret location in Fortnite that looks loosely similar to Bitcoin mining farm, prompting a small spike in the unaffiliated meme coin. So yeah, because just because this was in the game, like there was just a small spike with it. So when the sea of red we've seen, this news brought just a little spike to this altcoin that was created because of it. But online battle royale shooter Fortnite has just added a new secret Dilbits server mine location to its latest map and update, prompting a small spike in the otherwise obscure meme coin. Videos on social media show a new Dilbits server farm location in the game and made it look like cryptocurrency mining operation. There are other locations on the map where it has appeared. Now, let's do this little quick play of the video of it, and you tell me, does it look like a crypto miner machine? Does it not? I think it kind of did, and very similar to Bitcoin. So here, let's take a look at this little thing that they put inside the game. So yeah, look at that. That does look like a Bitcoin miner. It looked like a B, but instead it's a D. Yeah, it's totally a Bitcoin logo, but with a D instead. Yeah, they totally put it. Yeah, so people destroy it, they earn that token on there and whatnot, and then you just spend it on in-game. Like if they really wanted to be cool about it, again, they would have actually made a real instead of having someone else make a coin for it and just get on that hype, they should have created their own token, blockchain their game, and probably would have had a lot more. Actually, yeah, if they did that, that just pushes crypto gaming to the next level out there. Because next up, you soon have NFTs with weapons on there you can transfer back and forth between other sites and everything. But yeah, so I forget why they don't add this. There's rules. Minecraft was almost trying to add crypto NFTs to it, Fortnite, but everyone got hindered. But I cannot know why. Keep forgetting that. But no, if these big gamings out there incorporated blockchain technology, that will do wonders for the crypto space. But let's continue on with this article. So players in the game can collect dill bits by destroying the equipment. It's a unique resource that is typically hard to obtain. Now, dill bits meme coin spikes. A Solana-based meme coin, dill bits, inspired by Fortnite in the game currency, spiked 200% to 0.0005 cents on April 4th. As the crypto community also took notice of the latest addition. Now, Fortnite introduced dill bits as an in-game currency in February, as it's just toward crypto. However, these can only be used to buy in-game items. Now, all at the time of this announcement of the in-game currency prompted an anonymous crypto user to create their own version of the token on Solana. Now, the recent spike is nowhere near previous surges. However, when the meme coin first launched in February, it surged 4,500% in price to reach a market cap of $4.8 million, which is crazy. Now, another huge spike for the meme coin occurred on March 9th after Fortnite released a video promoting its latest rug pull storyline, which saw the token pump over 4,000% in just a few minutes again. Now, the underground Bitcoin mine shows banks of green servers with the Dillbit logo, which looks very similar to Bitcoin, and it really did. Now, another player posted on YouTube video on April 1st showing all the secret locations on the map, explaining that if the servers are destroyed in the game, they may drop Dillbits. Now, wow, Bitcoin really becoming mainstream for a game like Fortnite to add this little Easter egg, commented one player on a Reddit after becoming aware of the secret location on April 3rd. Now, the gimmick is not likely new for Fortnite players, as other hidden server miners have been discovered in other parts of the map since the in-game currency was introduced. Now, according to the official Fortnite wiki, with the new Dillbits mining server is an unnamed location in Fortnite Battle Royale that was added in Chapter 6, Season 2, to the island Oninoshima. It's a new outlaw oasis, and it is a very small cave containing servers mining cryptocurrency called the Dillbits. And there is the one of it, just the in-game location. This is showing a photo of it. But the online battle royale platform developed by Epic Games released its most recent update on April 1st, which included a new Mortal Kombat collaboration quest with skins and map updates. Now, Fortnite's in-game cryptocurrency, Dillbits, Fortnite's currency can be spent at one of 3 black markets around the map, offering a selection of mythical and legendary items and boons that grant extra abilities, and the Fortnite team explained at the time that an in-game description calls Dillbits a bulky and confusing crypto coin you never knew you needed. These coins are ideal for shady black market trades. Oh, that is funny. That's kind of what we saw with that pedo site getting taken down. They must have been using Dillbits. But no, so I just thought I would share this little piece of news out there. There was not much other stuff going on other than just more talks about the tariffs. I never like to keep continuously talking about the same thing over and over again. So that's why you're holding off for a bit. That's why you haven't heard me talk or pull up any articles about bills getting pushed through for a state's treasury for them to hold Bitcoin purchases. It's it was just overflowed with the news. It's I just can't keep repeating this stuff. I want to find some news articles for you. But today was kind of the same thing with the tariffs. It's nothing but tariffs. China's increased theirs to 34% to double down against the U.S. tariffs, and just yes. And then also news about how tariffs are bad for Bitcoin miners out there and already in a bleak environment as it is. So I try to just avoid those articles for now, but these articles, I think this was a good enough news information for you. But yeah, so that's everything. I hope you guys enjoyed it, maybe learned a little thing about it. And so we're going to call it a day. I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. If you're in the Sarasota area and want to hang out with us, we have poker night tonight at 6 o'clock. It's fun. It's just a fun event to end the week here because we're open Monday to Friday. Weekends are closed. Sherpa needs to sleep too. But it's just a great way to end it, communicate with other like-minded individuals. We all love crypto here. So yeah, come on by down. And then if you guys also want to do no KYC Bitcoin loans and purchases, call this number that's been scrolling down here. The club is offering a lot more stuff now than just consultations and crypto education. We can do a lot more for you. So yeah, give us a call or give that number a call if you want a loan. But yeah, so everyone have a fantastic day and stay safe out there. So I will see you again on Monday at 12-ish. So see you then.
In a world where your data is constantly under attack, one company stands for your digital freedom. Introducing Calyx Solutions, your gateway to ultimate online privacy and secure cryptocurrency trading. Meet the Liberty Laptop. With its modified OS and advanced tracking prevention, it's your shield against surveillance. Access restricted areas, use recommended security software, and browse with confidence. Your digital footprint? Virtually non-existent. For the crypto pros, we present the Crypto Laptop. Pre-configured on premium hardware for secure trading. Optimized for your favorite wallets and exchanges, it's the fortress your digital assets deserve. Both laptops come with expert individual training and support. You're never alone in your journey to digital empowerment. At Calyx Solutions, we put you in control. No more worrying about data breaches or compromised transactions. Ready to join the revolution? Visit calyxsolutions.io and choose your perfect laptop today. Plus, become an affiliate and earn while sharing the power of digital freedom. Calyx Solutions. Unlock your digital freedom. Give us a call or text at 702-845-8276 or visit us directly at calyxsolutions.io.